For 30-year-old Prabhu, this rooftop in Bangalore is his entire world.
Since I stay in second floor, I get stuck. I feel like I'm in a jail. I used to run, walk, do everything. All of a sudden, I feel like my wings are broken, I can't fly anymore.
Ma? Ma?
Initial stages, I used to feel really depressed, I used to feel really depressed. I used to sit and cry out, so I never used to sleep the entire night. In times I would try for committing suicide as well. And I used to, like why should I live on this earth? Like, I'm a burden for everybody. I'm not able to take care of myself, neither my parents. So I was finding really difficult to cope up with the kind of disease I had.
இது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்தான்ப்பா. சாப்பாடு கொடுக்கணும், தண்ணி ஊற்றணும், பாத்ரூம் கொடுக்கணும், குழந்தை மாதிரி பார்த்துக்கணும்.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಚಾನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅವ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗ ಅವನು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಗತಿ ಬೇರೆ.
My brothers, my sisters, my brother-in-law, all my cousin sisters, my friends really help me out a lot. Sometimes it feels really bad. But that's how my life is. I can't blame anybody for this, neither my parents, my fate. I was a healthy kid, I was born perfect. There was no problem whatsoever. Unfortunately, at the age of 13, it started like, I was finding difficult to walk fast. That was the first thing. Then slowly I recognized that I was unable to climb the steps as I used to do before. And I used to really feel, like I'm losing strength from my body.
We were unsure what is happening to him. He would suddenly fall down, and it was shock of our life, where he keeps walking and immediately he falls without any indication of he's going to fall or something like that.
I was like very confused, like what's wrong with me? I'm fine, my arms are fine, my legs are fine, my body is fine, there's nothing, no problem whatsoever. Why am I not able to walk? My grandma told that there's going to be something called black magic. So they told someone has done black magic for you. That is the reason, because you are all right. Suddenly you are not able to walk and you're finding so very difficult in life. So then what my grandma told, let's go and check. We went for a temple. As you know, people, they are just waiting for somebody like me, to just take money.
The solution to Prabhu's problems could not be cured by a temple visit or a priest's blessings.
Day by day, the disease started increasing. Then finally I thought, let me go to a doctor and consult what is the problem. So at the age of 15, that is after 2 long years, I went for a treatment.
The doctor's diagnosis 14 years ago was devastating. Prabhu was suffering from motor neurone disease, a progressive, debilitating and incurable condition. It's a slow, cruel disease from which there's no reprieve and can only end in death. In desperation, Prabhu sought out any medical treatment that might save him.
till date, I've been trying a lot of medicines. I tried English medicine, I tried Ayurvedic, I tried acupuncture, I tried Siddha Vaidyam, I tried every possible medicines in the world. Since I've reached so bad, I got to know a doctor from one of my friends who suggested me that there is a doctor who does a treatment for this kind of disease or something with the nerves kind of thing, Ayurvedic kind of medicine. So I thought, let me take a chance. I resigned my job last year of April 30th, and I thought, let me take up this treatment and see how it goes on. So I got admitted in the hospital, and I was there for about 3 months, and I found that there wasn't any improvement whatsoever. Wherever I went, doctor used to tell me, yeah, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, but then I wasted a lot of money and my time, so nothing could help me. All doctor says, believe in God.
But if God was listening, he certainly moved in mysterious ways. Prabhu had yet another immediate and serious problem, which would lead him to the corridors of Narayana Rudalaya Hospital. Despite his terrible long-term prognosis, Prabhu is determined to make the most of life. He's always found comfort in music, and each week a group of friends gather at his house to compose songs.
Right, that sound good. Pray for me. Okay, pray for the answer to my question. We regularly meet on Sundays, so I compose music. Basically I compose the beat of a song. So my friend comes in, he plays the keyboard. So we compose a tune. We compose a tune and we save it and keep it. So when we get some nice opportunities, we show them, and we compose music for small jingles and small albums. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. Everything's gonna be okay. We are just waiting for some equipment. We are waiting for the finance. Finance is the problem.
They're definitely going to follow you and your beats.
Just a year ago, Prabhu felt like a rock star playing at a local dance party. But as the disease progresses, the ability to enjoy even these small pleasures will be just a distant memory.
Maybe, as doctor told me that maybe in another 2 to 3 years I'll be totally paralyzed. Totally, I won't be able to do anything at all. At that point of time, let me think about it. But then unless I can shake my hands, shake my legs, I have a strong, though I am a disabled person, I'm very stronger than anybody else. Physically challenged, but mentally I'm really strong. So, and also I have a attitude like never give up attitude. I can't depend on anybody. I don't want to depend on anybody. As long as I'm alive, I want to earn my own bread. Whatever, something is better than nothing.
In the executive wing of the hospital, Vicky waits for his operation with his anxious family. While being able to that may be Shetty's dream. But here on the outskirts of Bangalore, Prabhu hasn't got years to wait. He's crippled with motor neurone disease that is gradually reducing his life to a shell. But bad as his life has been, it's about to take a turn for the worse.
I found that there was some problem with my eyes as well. These days, I've reached a situation wherein I can't see anything at all in the computer.
Over 6 months, Prabhu's eyesight deteriorates so badly, he's forced to leave his job at a local call center.
I'm not able to work, I'm not able to see the small things, and I see that every second the water comes out of my eyes. I need to wipe my eyes again, put back my glass and things like that.
There is nothing that medicine can do for Prabhu's underlying disease. But he's come to the Narana Eye Hospital in case anything can be done for his vision.
Can you look up a little bit?
The consulting physician, Dr. HIMANSHU MATALIA, will decide what, if anything, can be done for Prabhu.
When I saw him, he had very advanced keratoconus. Keratoconus is a condition where your cornea becomes thinner and thinner, progressively thinner, and starts coming out like a balloon. His vision was very poor. So your left eye...
Dr. HIMANSHU concludes that Prabhu needs cornea transplants for both his eyes. With the family's permission, corneas will be taken from a recently deceased person. But in India, for religious reasons, like not being able to see God after you've died, there is a huge scarcity of donors.
I need the best quality tissue for your eye. I have 2 tissues today also, but unfortunately they are not as great as I can use in your case. Right? But I'm quite hopeful, probably within a week we should be there. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Looking forward for it, doctor.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot.
I'm quite hopeful.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll do the best.
Yeah, sure, doctor.
Take it.
While Dr. HIMANSHU is able to reassure Prabhu, the wider situation of cornea eye transplants in India is grim.
1.1 billion country. At a time, we have 2 million who require corneal transplant. These are avoidable blinds who could be, actually most of them could be taken back to the normal society with probably quite normal vision, of which every year there are 40,000 new people adding up because of the constant problem. We are just able to get almost 20,000 corneas every year. Forget about those 2 million which are still there. Every year the backlog keeps on increasing. So the problem is quite complex and problem requires urgent attention. Otherwise it's going to blow out of proportion in future.
With his eyesight deteriorating, Prabhu has no idea how he can afford the operation that'll offer him at least his sight for his remaining years.
The doctor told me that there is two different kinds of treatment. One is manually operating the eye, which will cost about 30,000 per eye. And there's another laser treatment which costs about 55,000 per eye. So actually when doctor told me that that big amount, I was in a shock, because at this point of time I don't have any money and my situation is really bad. That huge money, collecting that huge money is, it's not really impossible. It's just impossible.
It's 2 months later, and Prabhu uses the opportunity of a checkup visit to the Narayana Eye Hospital to address the problem of finance.
I tried explaining, doctor, what was my situation, my family background. This is how it is. I used to work, but right now I'm not working. And moreover, I have this disease called motor neuron disease, due to which I'm not able to go to work.
He has spent a lot of money on his medical treatment. He has spent a lot of money on his family, and probably he was the person who was a breadwinner in his family. And I was really touched by the whole thing, and I promised him that, okay, I'll do something for him.
That something is a decision to cover the entire cost of both his cornea transplants. But he's still going to have to wait for a suitable donor. There's no sign yet of a cornea donor for Prabhu, but one of his friends, Vijay, has decided to make a film about his life.
The main reason I did this is I want to make some memory of him. This is the very first reason I made this.
First I felt a little jittery, in the sense like why would somebody want to make a movie on me? I thought I was like a piece of junk, you know. That's what I was thinking about. But then suddenly, all of a sudden, he came up with a script and he told, I'm going to shoot something about you. It's going to be you and your loneliness, what all things happens. And I thought, okay. Then I thought, okay, let me give it a try.
Okay, macha, a super horror movie.
As me and my friends come along here, so we see this place as a very beautiful place when we are here. But when we aren't here, there is something something annoying going around here. We feel it, but he never says it out. So I just wanted to capture it, and I want to show how he is alone when no one is here. So how he feels, so how he moves, how he struggles, whatever he does. So I just want to portray it in my film.
And also we wanted to show there is a disease like this. Not much people know about the motor neuron disease in India. So we thought it would be also like an awareness. People would watch the video and see what is the disease all about.
At last, it's good news for Prabhu. In this bottle is a gift from a 3-year-old child that'll renew his sight.
Yesterday evening, I got a call. My bank person called me, and he said there's a eye donation call from one of the cardiac hospital outside. It's called Jazeera hospital. But we had informed them that if any good cornea, any good tissues, please let us know. So yesterday when he got the call, he went there and I asked what is the age of the donor. He said 3 years. So I knew that tissue is going to be very good.
He's got a good tissue, which is very good for me to do the transplant. So he had called me and asked me when he can do the operations. I told let's shoot today only. And yeah, it was really good news. And I've been waiting for this since January to get a good tissue. And it's a great moment, you know. I'm looking forward for it. As of now, I'll be doing my left eye because that is more damaged. So the power has gone very low. So they'll be doing the left eye, and probably once they get another donor, they'll be doing this in the right eye as well.
In this computer age, there are few medical mysteries, and Prabhu knows what to expect in his operation.
I did see the kind of operation. I downloaded the YouTube and I checked how do they do the surgery. It was very scary indeed, but then they told that they'll be doing it in the local anesthesia. So I thought I'm a bit nervous inside. Then let's see how it is.
Within hours of getting the call from Dr. HIMANSHU, Prabhu is on his way to hospital for his operation. In the next episode, on the outskirts of Bangalore, India's third largest city, a unique experiment in healthcare. A hospital with a difference, determined to make a difference. This week on Indian Hospital, a nervous Prabhu faces his cornea transplant.
Okay, just relax, just relax.
The trainee nurse intensivists struggle with their increased workload.
Yeah.
A decision is made on young Beamish's back.
Yeah, it's sometimes a difficult choice.
And 20-year-old Navya searches for a kidney donor.
Even my mom didn't say that you have kidney failure. She didn't say.
"30-year-old Prabhu has been suffering from terminal motor neurone disease for half his life. A recent side effect has been the deterioration of his eyesight to such an extent he's had to quit his job. But today's a big day. After an 8-month wait, he's been driven across the city to have the first of 2 cornea transplants.
They'll be doing it in the local anesthesia. So I thought, I'm a bit nervous inside, but then let's see how it is.
Although excited that a suitable cornea is finally available, Prabhu is extremely nervous. The hospital is sponsoring the operation, but to keep costs down, the procedure is taking place under a local anesthetic injected directly into his eye.
Prabhu, you fine? Okay.
Yeah.
All set, huh? Good, good. Chal, fine. No problem. What we'll do is first we'll start with the donor tissue. We'll cut the donor tissue and those things. Then
The arrival of the eye surgeon, Dr. HIMANSHU MATALIA, sends Prabhu's pulse almost off the scale. He'll have to be calmed down before he can be operated on.
Okay, just relax, just relax. No need to get tense and no need to get worked up, okay? Okay, just enjoy yourself. Right? You're going to be very fine, don't worry. Okay, you're my responsibility.
Sure, sure.
Using a laser, Dr. HIMANSHU must prepare and cut the corneal tissue from the donor eye. The same cut will be done on Prabhu's eye, so the shape of both corneas are identical. It's exacting precision work with no room for error. Meanwhile, Prabhu lies in the pre-op room. His pulse has returned to near normal and the operation can go ahead. With the donor tissue prepared, it's time for the matching cut to be made into Prabhu's eye. The operation will be performed under local anesthetic, injected into his eye. Prabhu will be awake and fully aware of what's going on. It will be a big test for Dr. HIMANSHU to keep him calm.
I talk to them about different things. I mean, it may not be anything related to the eyes. It may be about their personal life, and as in like what do they do and what are their hobbies. Or I talk to them about some motivational stories or some story which my mom had told me. So yeah, I do share all those things with them, and it usually does calm them down. Do you want me to talk to you or do you want me to keep quiet?
I think it's okay.
Whatever you feel comfortable, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, okay.
This was a story which my mom told me when I was a kid. So the story is like two angels were traveling. They went to one rich person's house. Said, "Sir, can we stay here overnight?" That fellow was like, "What? Such kind of people come."
As he stitches the new cornea into place, Dr. HIMANSHU's various fables seem to work and keep Prabhu distracted and calm.
You have a band or something like that?
Yeah, we have a band. It's called Spine Chillers.
Spine Chillers?
Yeah.
Well, how that name came up?
This name, one of my friend got it.
Okay. With the use of keyboard, you can play drums.
Drums, yeah.
Wow.
I am kind of like, I searched through net and I found it.
Whenever you do any good work, always pray to God, always bless the person before you start. So I always do that before I start my surgeries. Always pray.
We're just looking for an opportunity.
Sure, we can try to get you some.
4 hours later, the operation is complete. But it'll be a number of days before its success is known.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Good job, guys. He's staying here tonight.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little drowsy. The injection was very painful, you know. Anesthesia, what they gave me. When they popped in the medicine, it was feeling like my eyes is gonna pop out. And the pain was excruciating, you know.
Yeah, fine, good. How was yesterday night?
Yeah.
Did you sleep properly?
Yeah, doctor, I took the pain.
Okay, fine, good.
The next morning, Dr. HIMANSHU makes a preliminary examination of Prabhu's eye to assess how successful the operation has been.
We'll have a look at your eye. We'll start drops and everything, whatever we tell you. The drops need to be put more regularly.
Okay. Had breakfast, doctor?
I had. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Try to open your eyes. Yeah. You can wipe your tears.
This is a tense moment for Prabhu. His expectations are high, even though it has been less than 24 hours since the operation.
Yeah, can you see anything? The first letter, can you see the first letter?
No, no.
Okay, try. Keep blinking and then try. Yeah.
Oh, I can't see anything.
You can change the position of your head or something like that. Chin up or something. Yeah.
I can see there's a lot of words, letters there. Then I'm not able to accurately.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm more than happy. On day one, you are reading 6 by 18 lines, 2 letters, 6 by 18 parts, which is extremely good. Okay. How much was your power before surgery? Yeah, minus 10, and actually when we were checking, we were getting something like minus 20 kind of power, which is extremely high.
That's
Right. So I'm extremely happy. That, so without glasses, you could not see anything. Without glasses, you probably could not even count fingers. Yeah, it'll take for a while to you to get adjusted to this thing, because there would be some irritation, some watering. It's okay. It's okay.
This will be open from now onwards?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Four months after the operation, Prabhu's new cornea is improving daily, but he's still waiting for one for his second eye.
Yo boys, I am singing song, soup song, flop song. Why this colavari, colavari, colavari tea? Why this colavari, colavari, colavari tea? Rhythm correct?
His motor neurone disease is untreatable and increasingly affects his mobility and coordination.
Why this colavari, colavari, colavari tea? Distance moon color white.
But being Prabhu, he continues to enjoy life to the full, as much as he can, with extended family and friends.
This song is for so boys. We don't have choice. Why this colavari, colavari? Maybe in another 2 to 3 years I'll be totally paralyzed. At that point of time, let me think about it. But then unless I can shake my hands, shake my legs, you know, though I am a disabled person, I'm very stronger than anybody else. Why this colavari, colavari, colavari tea?